Have you ever looked in the mirror after weeks or even months of trying to improve your physique only to feel like nothing is changing? Maybe you've been exercising regularly, making healthier food choices, and putting in genuine effort, yet your chest still doesn't look the way you expected. That can be frustrating, confusing, and even discouraging. The surprising part is that the problem isn't always about how hard you're working. Sometimes it's about the habits that quietly work against your progress every single day. Many people assume that improving body composition is simply a matter of exercising more or eating less. While those things certainly matter, they are only part of a much bigger picture. Small decisions, repeated over time, can either move you closer to your goal or slowly pull you away from it without you even realizing it. Today, we're exploring some of the most common habits that can make excess chest fat appear more noticeable or make your progress feel much slower than it should. More importantly, we'll talk about practical changes that can help you build healthier routines without chasing unrealistic expectations or miracle solutions. Let's begin with one of the biggest misunderstandings. Many people believe that endless chest workouts are the answer. It sounds logical. If you want to improve one area, you train that area as much as possible. Unfortunately, the human body doesn't work that way. Doing countless push-ups or chest presses every day won't specifically remove fat from your chest. Building the muscles underneath can certainly improve strength and posture, but fat loss happens throughout the body rather than in just one targeted location. This concept often surprises people because targeted exercises create the feeling that they're attacking the problem directly. What actually makes the biggest difference is improving overall body composition through consistent nutrition, full body strength training, regular movement, and patience. When your entire body becomes healthier, the chest area often changes along with it. Focusing only on one muscle group can leave you exhausted without delivering the visible results you expected. Another common mistake happens in the kitchen rather than the gym. Many people dramatically reduce how much they eat, believing that eating as little as possible will speed up progress. At first glance, this seems like dedication. In reality, it often creates a cycle that's difficult to maintain. Extremely restrictive eating plans can leave you feeling tired, irritable, and constantly hungry. Eventually, those intense cravings become overwhelming, leading to overeating that cancels out much of the earlier effort. Instead of building a sustainable lifestyle, you're trapped in a repeating pattern of restriction, followed by frustration. A more balanced approach usually produces better long-term results. Meals built around lean protein, vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats, and appropriate portions provide energy while helping you stay satisfied. Consistency almost always beats extreme dieting because healthy habits are easier to maintain for months and years rather than just a few difficult weeks. Something else that often goes unnoticed is the role of posture. Even if your body composition is improving, poor posture can make the chest appear larger and the shoulders look rounded. Hours spent sitting at desks, looking down at phones, or working on computers can gradually pull the shoulders forward. Over time, this changes the way your upper body looks. Standing taller doesn't instantly transform your physique, but it can dramatically improve your overall appearance, strengthening your upper back, improving shoulder mobility, and becoming more aware of your posture throughout the day can create a noticeable visual difference. Good posture also supports better movement during exercise, helping you perform workouts more effectively while reducing unnecessary strain on your joints. Now here's something that many people overlook because it doesn't seem connected to fitness at all. Sleep. It's easy to underestimate how much quality sleep influences your overall health. When sleep becomes inconsistent, your body may feel more fatigued, making it harder to stay active, prepare nutritious meals, and recover properly from exercise. Poor sleep can also influence appetite and daily decision-making. After a restless night, reaching for convenient, highly processed foods often feels much easier than preparing balanced meals. Motivation drops. Energy disappears. Healthy routines become harder to maintain. Improving sleep doesn't require perfection. Creating a relaxing bedtime routine, limiting unnecessary distractions before bed, and maintaining a consistent schedule can support both your physical health and your daily performance. At this point, you might be thinking that these habits sound surprisingly simple. That's exactly why they're so powerful. Most lasting transformations don't happen because of one dramatic decision. They happen because ordinary choices are repeated day after day until they become part of your lifestyle. But there's another important piece of the puzzle that deserves attention. Sometimes people become so focused on the scale that they ignore everything else. Imagine someone stepping onto the scale every morning, hoping for immediate progress. If the number doesn't change, disappointment follows. That disappointment can quickly erase motivation, even when positive changes are already happening beneath the surface. Body weight naturally changes from day to day for many reasons, including hydration, meals, and normal biological fluctuations. Looking only at the scale can hide improvements in strength, endurance, posture, confidence, and muscle development. Instead, pay attention to how your clothes fit, how much stronger you feel during workouts, and how your energy improves throughout the day. Progress often appears in subtle ways long before it becomes obvious in the mirror. Here's another thought that deserves careful consideration. Not every case of a fuller-looking chest has the same underlying cause. While excess body fat is one possibility, some people experience changes related to hormonal balance or other medical conditions. If chest enlargement appears suddenly, becomes painful, or causes ongoing concern, it's a good idea to speak with a qualified healthcare professional for proper evaluation. Getting accurate medical advice is always more helpful than relying on assumptions or internet myths. This reminder is important because many misleading claims promise quick fixes. Expensive supplements, miracle exercises, and dramatic detox plans are often marketed as instant solutions. In reality, sustainable health improvements rarely happen overnight. Real progress usually looks much less dramatic. It looks like preparing balanced meals even when you're busy. It looks like showing up for another workout even when motivation feels low. It looks like choosing consistency over perfection. Those habits may not seem exciting in the moment, but they build results that last. Now let's pause for a moment because this might be the most important message in this entire conversation. Think about why you started. Was it simply about changing how your chest looks? Or was it about feeling healthier, moving more comfortably, gaining confidence, or becoming a stronger version of yourself? When appearance becomes the only goal, every small setback feels overwhelming. When health becomes the goal, every positive choice becomes meaningful. That shift in perspective changes everything. You begin celebrating better sleep instead of chasing impossible standards. You appreciate increased strength rather than comparing yourself with unrealistic images online. You recognize that confidence grows through action, not perfection. The journey becomes something you can actually enjoy instead of constantly criticizing yourself. There's another habit worth mentioning because it quietly affects many people. Comparing your progress to someone else's. Every body responds differently to training, nutrition, genetics, age, and lifestyle. Social media often highlights extraordinary transformations while hiding the months or years of consistent work behind them. Lighting, camera angles, and image editing can also create unrealistic expectations. Your progress doesn't need to look like anyone else's. The only meaningful comparison is between the person you were yesterday and the person you're becoming today. Small improvements deserve recognition because they create momentum. That momentum builds confidence. Confidence encourages consistency, and consistency is where meaningful change happens. Eventually, there comes a moment when many people realize something surprising. The mirror is no longer the only measure of success. Walking upstairs feels easier, carrying groceries feels lighter, workouts become more enjoyable, daily energy improves, confidence begins showing up in conversations, relationships, and everyday life. Those victories may not always receive attention, but they're often the signs that your lifestyle is moving in the right direction. If you've been struggling with a fuller-looking chest despite your best efforts, don't assume you failed. Instead, take an honest look at your daily habits. Sometimes the biggest obstacles aren't obvious. They're the small routines repeated without much thought. Fortunately, those same routines can become your greatest advantage. Every healthier meal is a step forward. Every workout builds more than muscle. Every good night's sleep supports tomorrow's choices. Every patient decision strengthens the foundation you're creating. The process isn't about finding the fastest shortcut. It's about creating habits that continue working long after excitement fades. Months from now, you won't remember every workout or every meal. but your body will remember the consistency. Your health will reflect the choices you made when nobody else was watching. And perhaps most importantly, your confidence will come from knowing that your progress was earned through persistence rather than quick fixes. So if today's discussion helped you see your journey from a different perspective, don't let the momentum end here. Take one positive action today, no matter how small it may seem. Small changes, repeated consistently, often create the biggest transformations over time. If you found this video helpful, consider giving it a like so more people can discover it. Subscribe to the channel for more practical health and fitness content designed to help you build lasting habits. And I'd really love to hear from you in the comments. Which habit do you think has been holding you back the most? And what positive change are you planning to make starting today? Your experience might encourage someone else to begin their own journey.